Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Steve, and you're...
Shut up, Steve. That's my line.
Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Lad, and that's Steve.
Steve, say hi.
No, I don't want to know.
Well, while Steve is sulking over there, I'm going to tell you what this video is about. It's about us hitting 2K rating. Now, we're pretty decently close to it. We're missing 41 rating. We do have a bricked 7 Floodgate from the griefing video, and we have a few 1-star 6s that could also be improved. Considering that those 2 6s are kind of, I don't know, is Halls considered a difficult dungeon? I couldn't tell yet. I haven't done it on a high enough key to really be able to tell you, but Streets I do know is pretty difficult because the timer's tight. Either way, we're going to look for a +8 key to do. Everything other than Dawnbreaker will give us good rating. If we do Floodgate, we get about 30 rating. If we barely time it at an 8, these other ones will give us significantly less. So we're going to try and go for a Floodgate, maybe get our revenge on the Floodgate, and then we'll look for what are these other ones. So let's do that. I'll also look for the other ones right off the bat because I have a strong sneaking suspicion that I might not actually get invited to things. So basically everything other than Tazavesh. I kind of just don't want to do Tazavesh 8s. I really don't like Tazavesh. I'm just gonna look for everything else. Heck, even Halls of Atonement. Why not? And we're just gonna see if we can get into a group. Now, I may have mentioned previously that I want to do a +10 key, but after kind of trying to push my way up to a +10 key, it's been really miserable. A lot of people are joining that are just learning the dungeons, and I understand it's like week 1 of the season, so people have to learn. But you can also learn in the lower keys that aren't as punishing, like 6s and below. Those are perfectly fine for learning this early in the season. There's no one who's that overgeared that'll make those dungeons that boring and that short that you can't learn the mechanics. So yeah, I decided to just farm some 6s for now because pushing has been difficult. I've been breaking a lot of keys and wasting a lot of time because as a DPS player, I don't have as much agency as a tank. And I think in the future, what I'll be doing is just not really starting the season as a DPS. I think I want to start the season as a tank or maybe a healer just to be able to get into more keys more quickly, even if I do brick them. Because I just feel like it would be more fun for myself and probably for you guys, because then I can really push the rating. I can go to 10s maybe even first week and have some good times there. We're going to try and get at least 110 in this week so that we get a myth piece in the vault. But I can't really promise. I mean, I can't force my groups to play well, or myself for that matter at this point, honestly. Oh, and we get into a Floodgate. Look at that. So yeah, maybe I reroll this Dawnbreaker after we finish this Floodgate if we time it. And then, you know, maybe I can use that to do my own key. And then we get a +10 key if we 2-star the 8. And maybe then we do a +10 key. Who knows? And then whatever key ends up being the key we hit 2K with, that one is the one I'm going to show you in its entirety with full commentary. And here we go with a +8 Floodgate. We're going to try and get a revenge on the bricked 7 that was bricked by people actively trying to grief me. Unfortunately, our evoker immediately died here. I'm not sure how I'm getting aggro considering I'm mounted, so I don't know what I did to deserve that. But let's go ahead and just pop off here at the beginning. Hopefully we do so. Not 100% sure I will, but we're going to try and get some extra imps. Then we do this, and nobody's kicking, myself included. We're going to stun as many of these as we can to keep melee safe and maybe myself safe because one of them reached me and I didn't even notice until I was already casting my stun. But so far so good. We're getting some decent damage in, not as much as the big AoE classes. Our Tyrant just ran out, so we're going to implode. Not many imps, but we're going to make it work. And their Charhound, I'm just going to hold the Charhound here because this guy's just about dead. Ooh, we're getting roasted. We're getting roasted, and not by the pre-made this time. There we go. We finished the first pull. 10 million overall DPS for the first pull. Not disappointed by that. Charge goes this way. Does the charge go on me? It does. We're going to send it into the corner here. Really can't afford to get hit by that. And now we're going to switch to him because the quick fuse lady is just about dead. Do I send a Tyrant here? I may as well send a Tyrant here. Why not? Screw it. It's not the best Tyrant you've ever seen in your life, but we have a little bit of running around to do right now. So yeah, also I should probably turn off this stupid... Oh my god, how long was that there? Please, oh god. I'm going to be embarrassed in editing. Can I interrupt this? Not after I waste my interrupt. Oh, no, I didn't even waste it. It was still on cooldown because God knows 30 seconds is a long time. And if your wife tells you differently, well, I'm sorry. All right, I'm not going to send anything else. Big Mama's dead during this damage amp. Also, our healer, absolute goat. I felt safe the entire time. We're going to go ahead and stun these. Never mind. Our friend, the tank, is already over there doing his thing, already activating those. Now, are we pulling these or not? Because I'm a little bit curious. With us having pulled that stuff down there that the tank wasn't planning on, I think we might just run up here. No, where the f did you come from? Where the hell did you come from? Well, luckily we spawned right here, so it doesn't matter. Well, what the heck was that about? What pulled him? Where is he even? I don't, like, he just kind of apparated out of nowhere. He's like Dumbledore. Or just showed up. He needs to recruit a local teenager to go fight in a wizarding war. I guess he stands over there now or something. I genuinely don't know where the hell he came from. And we're going to Tyrant here with not that many of these. By these, I mean imps. Because I just want to get the Tyrant out and make sure that I extend my my important dinos? What? I've been playing too much Ark. My important... oh, goodness. My important demons. That's what they're called. That's what they're called. There we go. I got the word out in the end. Dude, I need to not record after I wake up anymore. This is silly. I interrupted my cast randomly for no particular reason other than to just, you know, waste more DPS. It looks like the tank's taking care of the bomb. And we're going to fly down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to land down here. Oh, it looks like someone else is landing down here as well. Tank's going to pull those away from us. We're going to activate this with our thingies deactivated. It looks like people landed all around me where there are familiar faces, washed up places. Boss is spawning in. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should not have done that, but we're going to get a big extension here. Need some AoE CC. Boss is getting ready to go. This is no bueno. This was probably a really bad idea. This is my bad. I should not have activated it. I just expected the tank to notice what I was doing and to take care of it. We're going to summon in more health stones. More health stones, more energy, more passion. This is if we wipe here, this is completely... Yeah, we're probably going to wipe here. I just thought they knew I would do that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm just going to sit down and die. Well, that was my fault. I guess I'm griefing this key, but I'm not doing it intentionally. There's a big difference between being an idiot and actively griefing your group. I'm going to fly in that direction because if I land here, I'm not sure how that's going to go because the boss is spawning in. 5-sec boss. Move. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. There's the boss. Yeah, so, whoopsie daisy. I apologize to the group immediately because that was just stupid of me to pull that. Again, I didn't do it because, me click boss. I did it because I thought we would move the trash away. And then we would just, you know, go into the boss afterwards. Where is Steve? Steve? I just summoned... Why can't I make Steve spin at them? What's going on here? Why can't I use demonic strength? Okay, whatever the game. Bug classes? I said bug classes. What I meant to say pet class is always bugged, but whatever. Where is Steve? I can't even see Steve. Steve, where are you? I can't see you. God damn it, Steve. Why can't I use demonic strength, though? I'm really confused. Like, I can't press this button. It doesn't do anything. I genuinely... No, I don't have Steve summoned. I don't have Steve summoned at all. No wonder I'm... What the heck? Okay. Steve, are you here? Can you spin now? Goodness gracious. Where was Steve? Pet classes, man. Just the buggiest, stupidest shit ever. I hate it. I think it's gliding down that bugs out Steve, but whatever, man. I gotta keep that in mind for future runs of this place. People can release. We have 7 minutes 25 seconds to end this 8. Ooh, to end this +8. Hopefully we don't do grief pulls here like my other group did, but I think I've done degriefing for this dungeon with that boss activation. That's unfortunate, but see if we can make this work anyway. So this is a bit of a buggy one. I can't kick that. If I kick that, he's gonna get stunned, and if he gets stunned, then I can't really do much about it. We can line aside him though. If we just line aside him, I think we're good. They're gonna run over to us, and that's fine. Okay, 6 minutes remaining. Looking a little sketchy right now. Looking a little sketchy. Tank wants to go really big with 3 dispels here. I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm in a pretty shitty position here. I don't have anything ready for this. We're going to use 2 defensives, and we're just going to hope for the best. Let's summon in our Charhound. Let's summon in immediately afterwards this thing. My defensives have run out, and now I need to look to use a... Oh, this is so bad, bro. This pull is very aggressive, but I understand the desperation the tank feels. He needs to pick up the pace, otherwise we don't time it, so... Okay. So far, so good. We lost 1 person, which I don't think is that bad for a pull this atrocious. We're trying to take care of as many of these as we can. One did go out, it looks like. Maybe even two. No, three went out. That is unfortunate. That is a good chunk less DPS that we do to these guys, but that's all right. We don't have percent. The last two guys over there do need to die for us to get percent, but we're just going to have to deal with it. All right, let's get going. We have lust for last boss, so we are able to do that a little bit more quickly, but it does take a moment, especially with all the movement necessary for it. 2 minutes 50 for 68%. We're doing pretty good. I'm going to run across here just to make sure that I'm dragging that orb into one of these spots. Okay, somebody consumed that. Ah, I got stunned. I'm going to use this defensive. Hopefully that keeps me alive. I'm going to use a health stone. Hopefully that keeps me alive. Okay, that was pretty shit. Somebody ran into the same spot with one of their orbs, and that just kind of killed me almost. We're going to use a big shield here to keep ourselves a little bit safer from this constant AoE damage that comes out during this. We are getting some heals as well, obviously, to keep us alive. Very good. Okay, 45%, 2 minutes remaining. This is looking like it's in the bag. I kind of like this. Really good tanking, really big griefing by yours truly in that one part. But other than that, I think this was a pretty smooth run. Pretty smooth run. We did have some extra pulls that weren't planned, but the tank played around it, adjusted his route, and we are able to probably time this +8 unless the worst thing possible happens and we wipe on this boss somehow, which I don't think is going to happen. We're going to go and send our imps in to implode because our tyrant just ran out. We managed to take care of all of the affixes, which is wonderful. I'm sitting here in the middle of all of these. We're going to use a shield for ourselves, and that'll keep us safe for the most part from this damage. Turbocharge is going out. I have basically nothing. I have my health stone, which I may have to use if I dip low, which I'm not dipping low because the healer is just popping off and actually helping me so much. That is wonderful. We're doing pretty good single target DPS, might I add. I think I'm doing pretty good single target DPS for being as bad at this class as I am. Okay, I have no defensives here, but I do have health stone still left, so we're looking to use that health stone if we need to, like right now. There we go. We keep ourselves alive with the health stone. Healer takes care of the rest. Boss is almost dead. Implosion goes in. I'm trying to avoid this stupid thing. Please kill the boss. Please kill the boss. Please, please. Oh, thank you. Okay, that was... I didn't want to get hit by the stupid spark. Goodness. Okay, we did it. 32 seconds remaining. GG. So sorry about activating mud swamp face. My apologies. There we go. Oh, and we got some boots. Nice. Haste verse. Why am I getting so much worse? I can't trade it, but I guess I can upgrade my membranous slippers for free just to Valor Stones. I'm going to hit them with the shill message, and I'm going to reroll my Dawnbreaker key into a Eco-maldani. Oh, the Danny Dungeon. I'll do the Danny Dungeon. See you guys around. Before we go into the Danny Dungeon, I want to set up a WeakAuras that's going to tell me if my pet is dead or not summoned. So I'm sending Steve in to beat the shit out of Crystal Maw over here, because Crystal Maw hits back. So I'm basically waiting for Steve to kind of get knocked the fuck out. Thanks, boss. Yeah, you're welcome, Steve. It's part of the contract. You just didn't read it. But yeah, let's see if the WeakAuras pops up. I think you will notice if it does. One more honk. Yep, there we go. Okay, Steve's knocked out cold, and we're going to go ahead and summon our Felguard, which is, believe it or not, Steve. Welcome back, Steve. Thanks for healing me up, boss. You're welcome, Steve. What would I do without you anyway? Probably do a chunk less damage, wouldn't I? Now, it looks like something is trying to murder me still. I'm still in combat with something, so we're gonna have to just... Oh, never mind. We're out of combat. Now, the issue is, when I skyride like this, it's telling me I don't have a pet active. And when I land, he doesn't immediately get summoned back in. So what we're going to have to do is, we're going to have to edit this WeakAuras so that if I am not mounted and I don't have a pet, it shows up. So right now, it shouldn't be here while I'm skyriding around. Even though I don't have Steve active, it shouldn't pop up. But when I dismount, it pops up for a second while Steve spawns in from the nether. And that works out just fine, I think. Very, very nice. Very nice. High five. Okay. That's enough messing around. I finally have a proper WeakAuras for that. One more WeakAuras that I would like to have, actually, is a good cast bar. I'm using the default cast bar right now, which is kind of poopy. See, it's right down here, which works for my other like specs and whatnot. It's perfectly fine, but for this class, I'm kind of feeling like I should add a cast bar right underneath this. I feel like that would work really, really well. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Okay.
One eternity later.
All right, well, that took a moment, but we do have a functioning cast bar now. There were some tribes and tribulations to that, where I kind of just didn't adjust the dynamic information income, so it was behaving a little bit weirdly when I manually set the progress to the trigger to, and that's something maybe that will help you in the future if you make a cast bar for your play. Anyway, moving on. So the cast bar works just fine now, I think. As you can see, it's right underneath my, what are they called? My WeakAuras, or my soul shards is the exact word I was looking for, but yeah. And I think they do the job, or it does the job just fine. I'm gonna really quickly summon that tyrant before all my things run out. One thing I do want to also make, that Danny pointed out, she's sitting right behind me right now, is that I should make a mic timer so that I can see how long Mike is gonna be sticking around for, because I'm sure Steve wants to know so he can hang out with his cousin. Anyway, that is not on the menu right now because it's a bit of a pain in the ass to make the mic timer, because Mike has the same name as Steve, like same demon name, of course, not our regular names. So that makes it a little bit difficult to track him, as it is like right now we track Charhound and Dreadstalkers and stuff using a totem timer. Let me just actually show you exactly what I'm talking about so you know what the hell I mean. So left of bar we have Charhound tracker. If we go to trigger, I'm tracking spell totem named Charhound, which this might not work for people that have a client in a different language, so my apologies, but I can't really do much about it. That's just how this works. I don't know of a better way. If you do, let me know. Either way, this is how we need to set it up for Mike, and Mike, unfortunately, does not have a name like Felgard Grimoire or Grimoire Felgard or whatever the heck it is. He has the same name as our pet. So maybe since my pet is my pet and my totem is a different thing, maybe I could just take the name of my pet and use that, but then it really just doesn't work because your pet's probably not going to be called the same. So if you use this WeakAuras, it's just not going to work for you. You're going to have to go edit it manually. So I need to figure out a better way to do that than just using Steve's name over here. Or Steve's demon name, I should point out. Anyway, that's enough WeakAuras babbling. It's time to go get 2k rating by doing this Eco-maldani, the Danny dungeon. So let's look for people that are going to not brick my key, right? They're not going to brick my key. I'm good enough at doing that myself. I already see a massive 3-stack coming in. We're going to immediately just say no to that. 2 stacks are as big as I will allow in my vicinity because I'm tired of people backing each other up when they play like ass. Anyway, I'll talk to you when I'm in the dungeon. Oh, the summon WeakAuras coming in strong already. I already forgot to do that. I wanted to make a macro real quick. Focus. Oh, quickly, Vlad. Oh, this can't be happening right now. We gotta go do stuff. We gotta go kill. It is time to murder. We cannot afford to do this. +8 Eco-maldani. Bit of a scaredy pull here. Okay, we're pulling big now. That's good. Let's send in everything. Try and get maybe some imps out. No more imps. We need to extend our Charhounds and whatnot, so we're just gonna have to deal with what we have right now, and I think we have enough. It's not the perfect imp army, but it's our imp army, isn't it? I am already loving this cast bar that I've made. Genuinely, it makes life a lot easier for me. I can tell exactly what it is I'm doing. And one more thing I do need to make for these WeakAuras is definitely something that's gonna tell me what's the upcoming hero talent thing that's gonna happen, and just so I know when it's coming in, because some of them I may see, like right now, this big boy that just came in, I probably would have held him for the upcoming mechanics, you know, or for the upcoming pull, not for this. We're gonna go ahead and interrupt here, put the spin on him, and hit him with the old razzle dazzle, as it were. Lots of orbs spawning in. We need to move, and then we're gonna stun these to take care of them. There we go. I'm doing my part. What about you? Can't really be interrupting these right now, unfortunately, because I don't have the interrupt up. It's still on cooldown. That's something I should probably start tracking somewhere, because I've been having trouble just seeing what my cooldown is. Might actually want to use my cursor for that. I have the GCD cursor thing, and I could change the color of it depending on whether my interrupt is available or not. Available? If it's available, oh god, that's so I'm so sorry. If it's available, I want it to be green. If it's not available, it could be red or something. That could be cool. I feel like that could be good. All right, we have a bunch of imps. We have everything ready. We're going to go ahead and move out of those before they kill us. And now we have a bunch of imps just blasting the bejesus out of these mobs. The group I'm with is popping the hell off. Oh, sorry, bud. This doesn't knock me back, luckily, so I don't have to worry about it. I can just do this, and we can implode now. Please don't run on top of me. Why are you running on top of me? There we go. And just the one destroyer left. We're going to try and take care of that before we head into the boss fight, for which I will save some of my cooldowns. Maybe potentially I shouldn't. I don't know at this point anymore, but we have a bunch of imps ready. We have no tyrant. That's okay. We're just going to do our standard rotation, try to keep the imp army alive, and just pop off. There we go. We have Lust coming in for this boss, which makes sense. The pulls at the start were big, but they weren't Lust big, I guess. I should stack with the rest of my friends here. And now we have everything ready. Not everything per se. We're going to move away a little bit, and I'll take a tick of that damage just to finish a cast. There we go. Now we need these. Summon in more imps. Summon in even more imps and Tyrant now. And look at that. 11, or well, 10 imps empowered by the Tyrant. Beautiful Tyrant. During Bloodlust too, to boot. I had to interrupt my cast there of Hand of Gul'dan because I started casting it in 2 soul shards. That's one small adjustment that I could make, which is just gray out Hand of Gul'dan until I have 3 soul shards. Like, just not let myself cast it, because it's a complete waste to do that. All right, and now we're looking to take care of those imps over there, or those mites or whatever. I can't be touching this though. Hold on. Now we gotta switch to these. Make sure I don't touch the dev zone, the no-no zone. Okay, our healer seems to have touched it. I think that's the only thing that can really kill you here. He's standing in the no-no zone. I think he just got a spell warding. Yes, he did get a spell warding. Isn't that cool? Good thinking by our paladin here. And let's hit them with the tyrant. It's a shitty tyrant with not many imps. I should have gone for more imps. I have no excuse here. I had the time to go for more imps. I'm going to immediately skedaddle, start casting a shadow bolt, and then once these drop out, then we can move back in. There we go. I'm feeling pretty healthy. Healer drops one of these right as we stop taking damage. He might be a little bit new to how the dungeon works, maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. People taking those zones away, which is good. We're going to summon in our Charhound. We didn't implode after our Tyrant, but we didn't have many imps ready to implode after our Tyrant because we had a pretty shitty Tyrant, but that's another thing entirely. We're going to stun as many things as we can here. Big knockup goes out, takes care of most things here. I'm going to hold on sending in Mike because the boss is just about dead. We should just focus on finishing off the boss. Just kill boss, and we good. There we go. Nice. Good shit, friends. Good shit. I am in love with my WeakAuras setup right now. I am super, super, super happy with how it works. And if you guys want these WeakAuras, by the way, I've put them up on Wago.io, so you can go and grab them for your using pleasure. Double sentinel pull. Cannot say I approve of this. It is very, very treacherous, but we're gonna try our best here to make it work. Hold on, let me just move out of that, then I'll summon it. No, Tyrant, no, yeah. I didn't have Mike up for the Tyrant. Damn it. I thought I cast Mike, but I did not cast Mike. We're going to focus on finishing off the one Sentinel first. I'm going to use a defensive here because we're taking a lot of damage. Our guy just ran out, our Tyrant ran out, so we're going to send in the Implosion. Very bad situation here. We're going to use a bit of a shield here just to keep ourselves a little bit healthier as we drop these puddles away. No reason for me to be stacking up. We're focused on the Sentinels. The Runestalkers, we'll kill them as we need to. For now, the Sentinel is what we're really working on. And we managed to get a murder all of the what are they called? All of the little circles or little orbs, whatever. Jesus. Okay, we're getting a lot of percent here, which is good. I'm okay with that. A lot of percent is a good thing here because it's kind of annoying how much trash you need to pull that is not in your way. I'm not a big fan of that, but it is a big open dungeon to some extent, so I guess you do have plenty of things to pull, so it doesn't make it too troublesome. There's a frontal on the tank. We're a little bit scared of that. I'm gonna move away a little bit, even though these Runestalkers might jump to me and then, you know, be a bit of a pain in the booty hole. I still feel like it's a good thing to do. We sent in our Implosion because we wanted to make sure that we use those empowered imps. Very good. I'm feeling good, man. I'm having a good time. Today is a good day. The keys have been significantly better than the other days I've been playing. I'm shadow bolting when I have Power Siphon. That is not good. I should be using Power Siphon on cooldown if I don't have Demon Cores already ready, as it were. Another frontal goes out on the tank. I'm not going to send any more cooldowns here. What I am going to do is I'm going to keep building up imps. Gotta keep those imps rolling. More imps is more gooder, I always say. All right, we're going to wait for the group up here. Group up seems to be done. And let's send all of our cooldowns. One more set of imps gets summoned. Mike gets put in. Not as many imps anymore because we had to spend a few globals here. We're going to interrupt the arcing zap. That thing actually hurts. It's like a chain lightning dealio. We're going to spread out our doom bolts. We're going to set out the big spin. Ruination comes out. Big ol' what's his face? Pit Lord. That's what he's called. Pit Lord comes out. Does big damage. Our Tyrant ran out. We're going to send out those imps. I don't think those imps were empowered, to be honest with you, but it's not a big deal. We should just grab these guys and just go into the next group, I think, in my humble opinion. Ooh, but the DK groups them in and all is well. We don't have to worry about them, and we take care of them. Tank is now moving on to the next group. He hits the non-caster, but the caster does have a long cooldown on that. Let's look to take care of these as best we can. Kablowie, there we go. Knockup comes in from the shaman, it feels like, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to interrupt this guy, even though it keeps him away from the group, because I think that's still a good thing to do. Now we have all of our pets out, and we're going to go ahead and do this, except for Mike. Mike isn't here, unfortunately. I haven't tyranted Mike a single time, and I feel bad about that. He deserves a tyrant of his own too, doesn't he? Is that right, Steve?
Yeah, boss. Mike really does deserve a tyrant. He's a really cool guy.
I know. Oh, we seem to have pulled here. I think it's from the knockback. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it works out. I'm going to just skedaddle away from this Rune Stalker. He ends up exactly where he needs to be, which is in the middle of all these mobs. Death Rips go out. We managed to get an interrupt in on the Arcing Zap, which is good. We're spreading out our Demon Bolts, trying to put Doom on as many targets as we can effectively. I'm not very good at it yet, but I will improve as I keep going, because it is kind of a good thing to do, because if you only have one Doom ticking, that's not as big of a deal as if you have a bunch of Dooms ticking. Now we're going to try and take care of these. Boom. With a bit of a stun. People are helping out with that. Rune Stalker comes through. He gets CC'd, it seems, so he doesn't actually blow me up. That's good. The enemies did get 2 stacks of the buff from the affix, but it's not a big deal. And that is the last Rune Stalker dead. We're ready to move on to the boss. We have pretty much everything set up for this boss. I would love to fight the boss right now. If we could just go, that would be wonderful. Send in Mike. Everyone's here. We build up imps. We already have imps, so we're just going to send it. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better opener. Maybe if we had Bloodlust, that would be the only way it's better. All right, we're going to look to switch to a Javelin immediately. There we go. We switch to the other one, and we implode here onto the boss because we just had our Tyrant run out, and we resummon our Dreadstalkers. I mean, this is going quite well for me if you can't tell from the DPS beaters. Of course, the Frost DK is popping off too, but I think Frost is like one of the meta specs right now, so that's not surprising at all. All right, now we just have to focus on building more imps. We want to build more imps. People are getting hit by multiple of these charges, though. That's unfortunate. I don't have one on me, so I'm just going to step away so I don't get hit by these charges. We're just building imps right now. That's the only thing we can really do. Actually, never mind. We've already broken through it. This group's so good. What the hell? Usually it takes 3 charges because somebody messes up, but this works just fine. Let's get some more imps out, and boom, there we go. We don't care so much about the Dreadstalkers. We care more about getting all these imps out. Dreadstalkers just come and go, you know? Imps are forever. Well, forever or for 6 casts or for 30 seconds. It depends, really, on the situation. Okay, I'm gonna try and get these close to each other, but not too close. Dreadstalker, Charhound. Charhound should go out first, because Charhound has like a short activation period, so you kind of just want to have it up as soon as possible. CC takes care of the orbs. Beautiful. I mean, this group is popping off, and so am I. Look at my DPS. Holy shit, guys, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
He's doing it, guys.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate your vote of confidence. All right, we're going to try and get Doom on both of these so they blow up when they die. At least I think they blow up when they die, dude. I don't actually know. I would imagine they do. I don't know for sure, though. If somebody could tell me in the comments, I would appreciate that. Now, we're going to give our best shot here at summoning in a bunch of ads. Arcane Blitz started, which, oh, man. I used Mike right as Arcane Blitz came through, which is kind of shitty. But I guess we can keep summoning in imps or something. I don't know. I don't want to use anything other than imps because we can't do damage to this. I'm not being targeted. I'm being very lucky. I'm not being targeted by any of these. I guess what I can do is I can summon Soulstone for my friends here if they want to use them. And now we can send in all of our cooldowns. No Mike to be seen, unfortunately, but we'll just have to make do. Pretty poor Tyrant on terms of imps, but I wasn't really paying that much attention to summoning in as many imps as I could because the boss was immune to damage, so I was just kind of caught, like, wasn't really processing that all that well. But the boss is just about dead, and we're looking at a very, very fast pace of this dungeon. I'm loving it. We're gonna have to wait a little bit until we can get onto our mount because, unfortunately, the orbs keep you in combat for a good long while after you dispatch them, which is unfortunate. All right, we're pulling this pack speaker into the next group. DK takes care of the interrupt, and let us go ahead and start popping off here. Okay, off to a strong start with the Pit Lord coming in right there. Love to see that. We have a Tyrant ready, but our Tyrant is ready right as our Charhound is expended, so I'm not really sure how to feel about that, to be honest with you. Or not our Tyrant. Our Tyrant came up right as our Charhound ran out of juice. We're going to try and Tyrant these. Oh, 10 Imps Tyranted. Let's go. Erratic Ritual comes out. We're going to use our shield, our Absorb Shield, for this, just to reduce the damage we're taking, because we're going to get some AoE healing, which is going to heal up the damage we took from activating the shield. We have to take care of this. Shaman seems to be here. No, yes, he is. That means he's going to take care of most of them. I'm going to be able to just... Oh, okay, we got all of them. Let's just grab this gate, go over here. Tank ran ahead to start setting up, which is fine. I don't have a Tyrant, but I do have everything else. Mike's in there getting them real good. Steve is tagging it up. Tag teaming it up with Mike, which is good. They make a good combo. They both start spinning, everything starts falling over. It's amazing. We're going to try and take care of the spirit here so the pack speaker does not get a full shield or whatever it is that he gets. Maybe he even gets healed. I don't know what it is. I know they changed that at some point, but I do know what you need to do is focus that spirit big time. All right, we have everything up, so we're just going to go ahead and use a Tyrant again. I keep having to use them right here at the ends of pulls, which is not really doing great for my overall, but maybe I should just learn to be a little bit more patient, and then I could get good Tyrants out at the starts of pulls, which would be amazing. Okay, seeing as many of those as possible. Death Coil goes out. Let's try and skedaddle over there. We keep having those orbs spawn in right at the, whatchamacallit, right at the ends of fights, which is not exactly ideal, but it's whatever. We'll make it work. I need to make sure I don't stand over there where Shai Hulud makes his path through the dungeon. That would be very, very unfortunate for us. Gotta make sure we don't get hit by the Ruin Stalkers. That would also suck. We have a Charhound out, and we're about to summon in a bunch of our guys. I think I'm gonna hold this Tyrant for the next pull. Because I'm kind of getting tired of constantly wasting my Tyrant at the ends of pulls. Maybe it would have been a decent Tyrant here, but still, I feel like I should just have it for the next pull and call it a day, you know? With this one, just let the rest of the group load them up, and then I'll have good damage coming in for the next pull. I'm gonna CC all of these orbs, finish this guy off like that, and then we can move on. It looks like we're pulling this. Are we pulling that into the next group, or are we literally just gonna pull 3 mobs? I feel like we're pulling 3 mobs. I can't really interrupt that, unfortunately, because... Oh yeah, we're pulling everything here. All right, let's go. Mike, get in there. Charhound comes out. Dreadstalkers come out. We need a bunch, and I mean a bunch of imps. There we go. That's a bunch of imps. We're going to summon in the Tyrant. Make everything spin. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Big spin starts as well. Demonic Strength comes in. We have more imps coming in as well. Oh, this is perfect. Tyrant's about to run out. We're going to do our implosion here in just a second. Big implosion comes out. 3 new imps come in from the Ruination. Spirit's up. We got to kill that. And just like that, friends, just like that, we blow up the pack speaker with some juicy DPS. This is what happens when I have my cooldowns at the start of a pull instead of at the end of a pull. Big difference, big difference. Because you gotta ramp up, and if you finish your ramp like at the end of a pull, it kind of sucks. Or reach the peak of your ramp, I guess. I don't know what to call it really. So yeah, anyway, just about done here. Does anyone have CC? Okay, the knockup does go out. We're going to switch to the spirit real quick. A doom on the spirit, why not? I am going to hold everything again because we're pulling the boss next. This is percent. This is the first time I've had percent when reaching the last boss, by the way. This is the first time that's happened to me. So there's that. But it does look like we have... I use Dreadstalkers like an idiot. But we're going straight into the boss, so we're just going to keep rolling. Keep the cooldowns rolling. Keep everything going. Mike isn't ready, but that's okay. And Tyrant goes out right about now. That's perfect. Where is my thing? Where, oh, it spawned on me. I couldn't even figure out where it was because it spawned on me. I just cast a full cast Demon Bolt like an idiot. But I was a little confused looking for my ghost when I already had it. Okay, plenty of imps. Tyrant just ran out. We're going to grab this and we're going to interrupt this. We're going to use a health stone just to try and keep ourselves alive. We're going to step into this, try and share our plentiful health with our friends here for a little bit. Okay, Mike goes in. Mike should probably only go in with the Tyrants up, but whatever. We just grab this real quick. and we go back to business. Get those demon bolts out from this power siphon, and we're ready to pop off here. We're going to collect as many of these ghosties as we can. We're going to wait for this to finish, then we're going to run over to the other side, collect the last ghosty, and now it's time to do the tyrant while we have all of our damage buffs up. One more set of imps, I feel like, is the right call here. 2 more sets of imps, and then tyrant. That's gonna have to do. That's just gonna have to do. Not the perfect ramp for the damage amp on the boss fight. Lust. We have 2 people with lust. No one's lusting. There we go. I mean, that could have been done sooner. I just thought we did, to be honest with you. I just thought we lusted. Okay, we're still making good use of the lust. Still plenty of damage coming out. Keep collecting these buffs, trying to stay away from people. Luckily, things have been spawning far away, so I haven't had to worry about that. Might look at using a healthstone here. Am getting healed, so don't have to. Charhound just about ready. We're going to hold it for just a few seconds. Just a few seconds right about now, so that our tyrant overlaps with it better and gives us an easier time getting it in there, or extending the duration of that. All right, our tyrant is just about ready. Let's see if we can get some imps for it, and we're going to send tyrant right about now. There we go. I don't care. We're trying to use instant casts while we run around and collect these. Beautiful. I know you can extend the duration of the buff, but like extending the duration of a buff as a caster just feels pretty shitty to do. We did lose someone, but the CR goes out instantly from the DK. Such a good group, man. Everyone's doing their job. It's beautiful. We did kind of forget to use the Bloodlust, but who cares, man? I'll take a late Bloodlust over a shit group any day of the week, man. Any day of the week. We're just about done with the Scribe. We have to collect 1 more soul. We're going to use an interrupt on the remaining orb here, and that should be it. A 2 shard Hand of Gul'dan goes out, but that finishes the dungeon with 2 stars. Look at that. And it gives us 2,035 rating. Isn't that juicy? Let me just loot this. We get nothing, but what we did get was the crystallized ethereal void splinter, and what this is basically an extra catalyst charge, just like last season, which I really like. Thank you for the run. And then we're gonna hit him with the shill message, and then we're gonna peace out. I had a really good time with this group. I feel like I did pretty good. I'm gonna leave the party before anyone can say something mean about my YouTube channel, because it hurts my feelings. What a fast run. What a fast run. And guess what, friends? Guess what? I have a +10 key. And it's a Floodgate. Okay. Not too excited about that because I've been doing quite a bit of Floodgate, but I'll take it. I'll take a first +10 key anywhere I can get it. It's gonna be a bit rough because it's not the easiest key in the world, but I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Let's activate this. We're not going to catalyze anything, even if we had a hero piece to catalyze. I don't want to use it right now because I want to make sure that when I use a catalyst charge, I'm getting either 2 set or 4 set, right? I don't want to use it for the 3rd or the 1st piece. It doesn't make any sense to do that because we might get a different piece. So we might have to do the normal raid just a little bit. Maybe we do that today on the stream because I will be streaming later today. If you're watching this video as it goes live, I'll probably be streaming shortly after you finish watching it. So take a look at Twitch, or maybe even here on YouTube. I want to take a look at the new mount that we just got for completing Keystone Master, Azure Void Flyer. Look at this thing. It's got a crazy run animation. It's basically like a budget Rashanan. Kind of liking this. We should roll up to Rashanan riding this thing. Be like, hey, I'm riding your cousin. How do you feel about that? And then probably get aggro and get hit because Rashanan probably not a big fan of that. But hey, this thing is pretty cool. The legs are pretty lanky behind it. I didn't think it would fly like that. But then again, I didn't really look at the animations of these, like in the NPCs out in the real world. Very cool colors. I kind of like this mount enough to consider switching to some kind of purple transmog. Maybe that's another thing we need to do today during the stream, is just look for some kind of purple mog. But this is very cool. So yeah, that's our 2K mount. If you had fun with this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe because there's more episodes coming. Include the word oops in your comments because your boy did the whoopsie when he summoned in Swamp Face before the group was ready for it, which ended up wiping us and almost costing us the Floodgate key. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye, guys. Hey, you did it without me telling you to, Steve. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of like him now.